Effective response management depends on good preparation and pre-planning. It also needs an organized structure with roles and responsibilities set out and an authority that can take control of the situation and the crisis when it begins.
To cope with all the possible size locations of accidents, you need a tier response structure that can take into account all the different possibilities and make a strategy that can function well whenever one of these accidents occur. There are 3 tiers in the typical tier response structure. The first tier is the one that it takes care of small accidental spills that occur inside your facility. The hose may burst as the tanker is being unloaded, or somebody may open a valve at the wrong time or the wrong place, and a small spill may occur. It usually takes care of spills up to 20 tons.
Tier 1 really is the responsibility of the terminal to be able to manage the response and have the resources available to respond.
Tier 2 is the medium-sized spill. It usually involves a tanker colliding with a docking facility, or maybe 2 tankers colliding with each other, and a small wing tank may rupture, maybe having as much as 400 tons of oil spilled into the water. There is the potential of this type of spill to create a major damage to the environment. Therefore, besides the Tier 1 facilities in the area, a wider range of equipment has to be mobilized to the site.
In Tier 2 situation, it may be that the resources at the terminal are not large enough to be able to deal with that bigger type of incident, and you invariably find that the local authority will take charge and manage the incident with the help of the resources and expertise from the local facility.
Tier 3 is the major accident. At this time, thousands of tons of oil may be spilled into the water. Definitely at this stage, you need to bring in a lot of equipment and a lot of personnel very quickly. It takes many days to bring in this equipment, and it will probably take weeks or months to clean up all the oil spill.
The OPRC convention calls upon governments to have some sort of national response system, and that would consist of a national contingency plan. It would also expect the government to cooperate with other governments and other authorities within their own country to provide a cooperative response to a major incident.
It's important to have that cooperation because it's the government who formulate regulations, and the oil industry as such have the technology and manpower to implement some of those regulations, especially in the Bahamas.
We have learned that we have to access international assistance, and that we would need to know how to access that international assistance before we have the oil spill. Don't do the planning when you have the spill.